Greetings from the Crystal Palace. This is the story of my journey on the Literacy Committee as we looked at short answer questions and how to improve short answer question scores on the EQAO and also on short answer questions on test scores as well. The first thing that we did was we looked at the questions and what we thought the answers should be like. And so we looked at the success criteria for each question, and this is what we came up with. So, does the answer relate to the topic? The next thing that we looked at was, are there at least two specific relevant details? And the last thing that we looked at was, do those specific relevant details contain some facts? This is an example of an EQAO question. We gave these to our students, as did all literacy people. We got the responses from the students. We analyzed them, and then we gave them some feedback on the thing. We sort of looked at things like whether they were relevant. We looked at whether they had specific details, hopefully two. We also looked at whether they had some facts in that, like names and numbers. And what we found is that it's pretty rare that students have all those things. We thought that some of the students had some of those things. Mostly, especially the academics, were really good at finding relevant information, specific details, but very few of them included facts. We thought that some of it was because they would have a hard time understanding some of the words, specifically what is an important issue, or what the word environmental was, or even what are some of the environmental issues. So if the kid doesn't know what an environmental issue is, it makes it really difficult to come up with specific details and facts about that problem. So that became a bit of an issue, mostly with the applied students. But most of the academic students did okay. However, what I decided to do was to take it one step further. Teaching the EQAO test question is one thing, but I was wondering whether the students would be able to do it also with a regular question that they would be facing on an everyday test or everyday assignment in class. So the first one is a question that I actually used on a biology test with my grade 10s. They had talked about it. They should have at least two details. They should know some facts about cancer or obesity, or how it affects their body organs or whatever. And they should, based on the fact that it says use specific details, they should know what details to use. I would sort of look at that question, mark it out of 5, looking for whether it relates, whether there's two specific details, and whether those two specific details have facts. The problem I found was that most students didn't recognize it as an EQAO style question, and because we didn't say this is an EQAO style question, they did not answer it like that. I don't know if that requires a bit of training for them, or whether there's anything that needs to be done there, or whether they're just not going to answer questions properly. I don't know what the solution is necessarily. I think that more work in training how to answer questions, but some questions require 1 fact, some questions require 3. We always know that the kids don't necessarily look at how much the test scores are out of, or how much questions are out of, and answer accordingly. So that's an issue as well. Anyways, that's it for me. It was nice talking at you. Hopefully you learned something, and sorry the voice is so boring. I'm in my kitchen and my girls are sleeping. Anyways, bye guys.